Engaging, because honestly speaking, whenever I'm in his class, it's seriously quite engaging. He's very engaging. Basically, when I have questions and I ask him, he's always there to answer, and his answers are not only to give the correct answers. He asks what are my misconceptions and what he believes he is the wrong thing that I've said, and basically he ensures that he rectifies those mistakes. And I guess to me that's really helpful because he really targets those conceptual errors that I have, and he corrects them such that it's drilled in my head and I won't have to make that same mistake again. In secondary school, I guess I was fortunate enough to have a good chemistry teacher. So when I progressed to JC, I thought it would be as smooth, chemistry. I would just get a good teacher, she can teach well. But at the first half of JC, my chemistry teacher, she was great. But then I think halfway through the year, we changed teachers to someone different. And that's when I started struggling a lot because one, I couldn't really understand the chemistry concepts from what she was saying. Like, her method of teaching did not align with my method of learning. So I really didn't enjoy her lessons thoroughly, and I didn't grasp the concept of chemistry much. Come J2, because of the change in teacher, I started to see my grades start to fall. Test by test, it just got lower. But through MLC and with the way he teaches, I guess I've managed to improve a lot. Oh, for me, the go-to is not necessarily just one, but as you can see, these books are my go-to because they're like I would say, chemistry holy Bible. Because honestly speaking, they're summarized, that's number one. They're easy to understand, and they really go through the marking points that will be tested. Like, for example, in your school notes, right? Most schools would give quite thick notes, and they're not necessarily useful. Some useless information will be given that are not commonly tested, whereas these MLC books are condensed and they really break down the chapters into what is commonly tested. So that's why I read through those. Like, in particular, the organic one, the dark blue one that you see over here, is it's talking about the organic concepts, and it gives all the reagents, conditions, and even the exceptions that you have to know, which is cool because usually school notes, they don't really give those exceptions. They will say, during the lecture itself, they will tell you, oh, these are the exceptions, you have to write it down. And if you miss it, then that's your problem, Whereas here, you can always have something to refer back to, and you won't have to worry about missing out on things.